fridge.
You let them all out! It's gonna be a hot time in the shit house now!
Welcome to the Outlast trials. In this video, I'll be discussing what I believe to be every last thing in the trials. This will be excluding heavy lore deep dives. I'll give basic lore though. Take this video as a guide for almost everything in the game. You are a homeless person that the Murkoff Corporation picked up off the street and asked, "Do you want to go through some bullshit?" Yes. And then you go to destroy any record of you existing. Hey, wake up! Wake up! We can't be missing that dentist appointment. Welcome to the sleep room, where you will play chess. Fuck! And arm wrestle, where you win through skilled timing instead of actual strength, because it was either this or a button mashing minigame. Talk to the locals after a trial to get some lore about Project Lat. I'm gonna mess this up so often. Project Lathy. The pharmacist spouts some propaganda, but drops a little bit of lore like the X-Pops or experimental population, and prime assets are failed early experiments of Project Lathy. The engineer is too tired to care and just wants you to live. He reveals that you go into the trials by choice, and that you can just stay in the sleep room for as long as you want. Finally, there's Dr. Easterman himself, the head man of the trial, and he just wants to tell you about how much better you are getting with the therapy in both your evaluation and the radio in your room. This is your cell. Customize it to be ugly, jolly, or mediocre. Sorry, there is no good because the alcohol is cardboard. Decorate it to match the season or be out of season. Maybe even throw in some statues of your accomplishments. But who cares? The alcohol is fake. Customize yourself in your cell. Transition into another gender and race, all in the cozy comfort of your mirror. Murkoff was nice enough to give you some money for the procedures you go through, and you can use that money to buy yourself something nice, like the shivered unit. Okay. But you've been sleeping too long, and we gotta make you into a sleeper agent. So the train calls for you. Hello, Dr. Eastman. Hopefully this train ride is smooth. Whoa, shit. Oh man, that vape machine hits hard. Anyways, welcome to the trials. You can be here with friends, or go in by yourself. There are many items to scrounge up around the trial, such as bricks and bottles, to give even more trauma to the local experimental population.
Please exit your
What's wrong with you people? Oh, my beautiful face! That hurts, damn it!
But the main tools you'll be working with, besides your legs, are rigs. Rigs are rechargeable items that serve a variety of purposes, all depending on which one you choose. Editors know all these rigs are reviewed at their max upgrade level, so some of the benefits you get with the rigs won't be available until you upgrade them all the way. Alright. There's Stun, a battery that you can throw at your friends.
Hey.
Don't worry, that was beneficial. This rig is good for taking care of traps like gas mines and door trap power sources, which includes power sources for things like the barrier and grind the bad apples. And it's the only throwable in the game that stuns prime assets, that would be the cop and gooseberry, and giants for more than half a second, so it's a pretty good jack of all trades tool. The blast radius is huge, so you can try to combo traps and enemies. And it also emits a very loud sound, so you can distract enemies with it. There's Heal. Just twist the valve and inhale gas that somehow heals the hole in your mouth and Gerald's mental instability. It can briefly slow down enemies, so the medic of the crew is actually good running offense. The gas has a radius, so you can share it with friends as you activate it. There's Mine. Just take 2 years to plant a landmine that will allow you to do basically anything once someone steps on it. Probably the best defense tool when you're forced to sit in one place for a bit, or you really want to feel safe. Finally, there's X-Ray, a tool for someone that desires information over safety. The X-ray gives you a scan of every item, poster, trap, and enemy within a certain range, making it the best thing for hunting lore files and other items to help yourself. X-ray cannot scan for key bodies found in Kill the Snitch or other trials that have them. Amps and prescriptions are buffs you can buy to massively change how you play. Prescriptions are generic buffs like increasing door ramming strength and stamina improvements, but amps are the biggest buffs you can get. They are the hardest to get because you need to spend both Murkoff dollars obtained after leveling up and meet a level requirement, so some amps you won't be able to purchase until maybe 10 hours into the game. Amps range from utter garbage to god tier. You didn't know what you were doing before without them. You're limited to 3 amps, 1 of each category: tool, skill, and medicine. Let's go over the best amps in each category. For tools, you have slippers, making walking over glass silent; lock breaker, throw a brick at a lock container and it'll unlock; and backpack, 1 extra inventory slot. For skill, you have hide and restore, amps charge faster while hiding; smash, break doors 1 hit faster; and invisible, and enemies can't find you in hiding spots even when you're peeking. But you can't hide mid-chase, they will search where you hid if they see you go into the hiding spot. And strong arm, increased stun duration, brick stun around 30 seconds on regular sized X-Pops.
Cursed awake every time.
For medicine, double doses allows syringes to be used twice. Antitoxin cuts psychosis time in half and you will slowly regain sanity. Last chance can't be one-shotted, but it takes 5 minutes to recharge after each use. And self-revive. Revive yourself once per trial. Amps are available via Dolores in the cafeteria, and prescriptions are available at the pharmacy. Now we finally get to the bread and butter of the Outlast trials, the programs. We'll be getting into every trial and MK trial in a program later on, but to dumb it down, MK trials are mini trials that are short and straightforward objective-wise, and can be completed in under 3 minutes if you try hard enough. They usually reuse portions of the main trial maps with alterations. The main trials are the longest and most objective-heavy part of any program. Weekly programs are programs that change weekly and have a very specific modifier applied to a collection of trials, like no rigs and thieves loadout. But before we actually get into all of the trials, let's discuss every item and environment you can interact with, which does include enemies, but I'll save the 2 prime assets for later. Bricks and bottles serve 2 purposes: defense and distracting. Bottles are better at distracting and bricks are better at stunning. Bottles stun for less time, and bricks make basically no noise. Bricks break upon throwing twice, or immediately break if thrown at an enemy with strong arm. You have 3 sound levels. The first level is usually just walking or basic objectives like pulling out a door trap. Enemies usually have to hear level 1 noises for multiple seconds before going to investigate. The second level is when you start running and jumping over things. Enemies will immediately react to these noises. The third is when you are pushing something like the snitch or the cart of children, as well as ramming doors, jumping through windows, doing certain objectives like valve turning, bottle breaking, and the stun amp hitting something when thrown. Enemies will immediately react to these noises. Enemies will always go after the loudest noise unless they see you. If you throw a bottle in the dark, they will immediately go after the bottle noise instead of you. But they can't see you, that's why they go after the noise. They will go after any noises after the sound is made if it is louder than the one they're chasing. A sound indicator can be turned on in the settings, and will turn red when an enemy can hear you. The game will play a stinger with or without the setting when an enemy hears you and is coming to the sound location. Glass shards can sometimes be found around the trial floor. Running or walking over them will make a level 3 noise. Crouching over them will make a level 2 noise. Slippers can cause walking and crouching over glass to be silent. Hanging sound traps are cans or babies that make a level 3 noise once touched. You can usually crouch under them. Gas mines make a beeping sound that gets faster the closer you get to them. They have a really tiny hitbox and give 2 levels of insanity once you step on them. They can be disarmed by bottles, bricks, and stun. Enemies do not trigger gas traps, and if they step in the gas once it's exploded, nothing will happen to them. Gas traps are hidden in unlocked medicine and mechanical boxes. They will trigger after a short period of time and give you 1 level of insanity if you stay in range of it. You can walk into the gas after it's triggered, but you only have to wait maybe 3 seconds before it dissipates. Duck traps are ducks that explode after standing next to them for too long. You can stand just out of range to trigger the trap and not take damage. The trap makes a level 3 noise when it explodes. Door traps are shown by a red light on the door or the trap itself being there. If you open them while standing, they will knock you to the ground and you must button mash to get the trap out. If you take too long, the trap will dispense gas and give you 1 level of insanity. Enemies cannot damage you during this minigame. Opening door traps while crouching will trigger the trap, but the trap will miss you. Opening the door slowly will not trigger the trap. Disarm the trap for a small battery. Antidotes will remove all insanity bars and immediately take you out of psychosis. Getting 3 bars of insanity will cause psychosis. Psychosis will cause your sounds to become echoey, and the Skinner Man will chase you, damaging you as he gets close. 1 insanity bar causes your vision to zoom out a little bit, and sounds are distorted. The Skinner Man will rise to the ground and jump at you, but not damage you. 2 bars gone make this happen more frequently. Lockpicks open lock containers through a timing minigame. They are one-time use. Locked containers usually have better stuff than unlocked containers. There's 1 secret room per main trial that requires 2 people to hold down 2 buttons on the wall to be opened. Solo requires you to press both buttons within a time limit. Secret rooms contain a master key that is an infinite use lockpick and gives no unlocking minigame, a health, stamina, and battery booster, and a surplus of rig rechargers and big health items. There are 2 kinds of health bottles, small and large. Small ones refill 1 bar of health, while big ones refill the whole thing. Batteries come in 2 sizes, small and large. Small batteries refill your battery partially, while large batteries refill your entire battery. Adrenaline will give you infinite stamina, faster push and carry speed, faster speed overall, somewhat distorted sound, and blurred peripheries for a short time. It lasts around 25 seconds. Medicine boxes can only give health, antidotes, and adrenaline. Blue mechanical boxes give rig rechargers and batteries. Syringes can be found in emergency boxes. Smash open the box to get a revive for a teammate. They're replaced with respawn pills in solo that increase your respawn limit by 1. Posters can be collected. They are found on the walls of the trials, and once 3 are collected, you get a boost to your grade and are allowed to get an A+. Murkoff files are files littered around the map. They contain lore about the game. All of your documents can be found in the Evidence tab. Doors that are not trapped can be locked. Enemies besides giants and prime assets take multiple hits to open unlocked doors. Locked doors can be rammed or unlocked. Once a locked door is rammed, it can no longer be locked. Barricaded doors are locked doors that cannot be rammed open. You must lift the barricade on the other side of the door to open it. Enemies cannot unlock or lock the door, but they can open it if it is unlocked. Electric traps are traps on the ground and can be broken by either stepping on it, breaking it with a brick, bottle, or amp. Electric traps turn on and off. They will make a beeping sound before turning on and will slow you down when damaging you. Elevators are white doors that ring out an alarm when an enemy is about to come through it. Imposters, pushers, and prime assets can emerge from these doors. You can also come out of an elevator when you die in solo. Gates must be lifted and then they will stay open for about 5 or 10 seconds. Hiding spots can be almost any dark or empty spot. Enemies, besides the X-Ray Man, can't see you in the dark, so try to avoid colliding with an enemy in a dark room. Hiding spots can be lockers, desks, empty barrels. Enemies can randomly search these and will usually try to search spots where they last saw you. If a locker or freezer has 2 sides, enemies can search the side you are not on and not grab you.
Coming off you. Research every inch.
Alarm doors are doors that will summon an enemy from an elevator as soon as you open them. They cannot be rearmed and will summon a grunt or a giant that will re-enter the elevator after a while. Kicking is something you can do when another teammate of the group is grabbed. You can kick a pouncer off an ambush reagent, when Gooseberry Coil grabs someone, and when an enemy is executing a downed teammate. Kicking allows less damage to be done, and it can save people. Co-op boosts are ledges that require one person to boost and another to pull the other up. Some boost ledges can only take one person over, but there's usually a barricaded door the other can unlock. Co-op doors are double doors that require 2 people to ram at the same time to open it. It doesn't matter what side either player is on. Jump scares will happen every now and then, like a valve bursting or a box falling. Some are louder than others, but they make no noise enemies can hear. Dead reagent bodies hold items in their hands, like a bottle or a brick. If they don't have that, then they will have a battery in their night vision that you can take. Sometimes they will jump scare you. Grunts are regular-sized enemies that will chase you if they see you. They react to noises quickly, but pause for a second before rushing to the noise. They will make loud grunting noises while chasing you. They are slower than you, and you can escape them very easily. They take a while to break open doors, but will unlock them if they are on the side with the lock. Giants are fast enemies that cannot crouch under traversal spaces. They hit harder than a grunt and are a little faster than them. Bottles and bricks do next to nothing to them except interrupt their attacks. They also may say different lines depending on your character's gender, but this is only speculation. They break open doors very quickly. Blind giants are giants who cannot see and rely only on sound to find where you are. They hit hard and will charge towards any noise, even level 1 noises they hear. They are fast and hard to lose while running. They rarely break open doors, but when they do, it's in one hit. They also cannot search hiding spots. Pushers are like grunts, but they will immediately come out of elevators. They will grab you and dispense gas on you, which will immediately give you psychosis. Pushers only stay out in the trial for a limited time. This time is paused when they begin chasing you and resumes when they lose you. Once their time is up, they will ignore everything and go to an elevator. The Skinnerman is an enemy that will only appear in psychosis. He will walk through doors and windows, making his way towards you. If he is close enough, you will rapidly take small amounts of damage, and he will disappear once psychosis has ended. During psychosis, all enemies will ignore you. Pouncers are enemies that will hide in a hiding spot and ambush you once you get close enough. They emit loud breathing noises and will often speak. If they catch you, you can either use a brick or a bottle to get them off you, or complete a button mashing minigame. The brick and bottle is immediately destroyed after using it to escape the ambush. Screamers are enemies that make a loud sleeping noise. They will begin to wake up once a player makes a noise near them. If the noise continues, they will wake up. If it stops, they will fall back asleep. Level 3 noises or touching screamers will immediately wake them up. When a screamer wakes up, they will scream, alerting enemies from far away and making you grab your ears and slows you down. Hitting screamers with something will cause them to run off without screaming. They break open doors at the same rate a grunt does. X-Ray Man is an enemy that can see in the dark but cannot see in the light. He will often crouch in a spot, not a hiding spot, and try to catch you off guard. He has heavy breathing and has a loud and electric voice. He takes a little less time to break open doors than grunts.
Boy, I tell you, if I had these in the war...
Imposters are enemies that come out of elevators. They will have the exact cosmetic of someone in your group, and they will heavily breathe. Once an imposter is close enough to someone, they will grab them and stab them with a knife. Hiding from imposters will make them back into an elevator. They don't appear in solo except in the farewell trial. With that really long list done, and with all of that editing finally done, let's get into the programs. Hey, so all the script before had to be rewritten because the game entered 1.0 while I was writing the script. So that was fun. Anyways, I might have missed something, so sorry if I got some things wrong. Sections from here on have been played with the full release 1.0 patch.
You are the exterminator. Only we can tell you what is true. There is a snitch inside the prison, preparing to testify against our truth. Kill the snitch, and we will let you out.
Welcome to the police station. Make your way into it through this truck and go unlock the security gate.
God damn it! I nearly got this comic go-breaking shit.
Sergeant Leland Coyle, a corrupt cop, a KKK member that Murkoff decided was the perfect threat for reagents. He hits hard, he's fast, he's brutal, and he's electrifying. Now that the security gate is open and Coyle is gone, let's push the snitch to his knees.
Is this the therapy?
Coyle has turned off the generators, meaning you can't push the snitch. So you must go to the basement, grab a jerry can, and start the generators. But be aware, Coyle is down there with you. Now that the generators are fixed, you can push the snitch. You come across a key gate, and you need a key to get through it. You must fish the key out of a dead body with a symbol tattooed on them. If you dig into the rotten body, you get electrocuted. Put the key into the gate and push the snitch further towards his end. Key gates can tell you what section a body is in, with little overlap between them. If the snitch is unpushed for long enough, he will begin to roll back, but the beginning of every gate serves as a checkpoint that he cannot roll past. Now we're finally at the end. The snitch is in his chamber, and you must hold the lever to finish your task. Quill isn't too happy, though. You're killing his prisoner, so he's there to protect him. Put a mind dial or give him the ring around a rosy to stay safe and kill the snitch. Now, it's a mad dash to exit the trial. They'll try to stop you, but you won't let them, will you? Find keys and bodies around the basement. The basement has been opened up a little more. Once you find the keys, grind the bodies and escape. Carry a jerry can to a generator. Fix the generator, escape. It's a very short trial, very short. You know what they say. Good people do good things, and bad people do bad things. But it takes fate to make a good person do a bad thing.
Education and faith must follow our mandates. Children learn obedience. Shape them young, and they're ours for life. Teach the children. Give them First Communion, and we will let you out.
Enter the orphanage.
Little angels, let's all enjoy some angel dust so we're ready to seize the day.
Meet Mother Gooseberry, a woman with dissociative identity disorder and a hand puppet that has a drill. She will stop at nothing to kill you and save her child audience.
Ooh, let's.
Find and tune radios to get the children praying. Swap the film reels, stop the party, saw the man's legs off, escape. Gather bleach, put it into the soup, watch them suffer, escape.
Please proceed.
Tune 5 radios, gather the children, escape.
You are an adult. The youth will not obey our orders and must be corrected. There are children murdering adults in the root canal. Punish the children, and we will let you out.
Make your way into the park and play some games for tickets. Once you've gotten 3, turn them in and enter the root canal. Turn off the barriers and push the children. This barrier will turn off the water and you must turn it back on. Follow the pipes to find the correct valve. Once the water is on, push the children into the grinder and escape. Find the children and punish them.
snatchers roaming our home.
Disarm the batteries to open the gates and escape the park. Okay, listen. Hear me out. I know I said I would do every trial and MK trial, but I found the next two trials, Pervert Befuddlement and Vindicate the Guilty, so good that I will not be covering these, because, again, they are just so damn good. Go play the game for yourself, you will not regret it. Thanks for watching this guide. It took 3 days to make, but I'm pretty happy with the turnout. I hope you enjoyed the video. I'll see you later. Bye.